Don't force the magic, Kim. Flowers are gentle. They need encouragement, not pressure.
So I should cheer for the flower?
If that helps you focus on the encouraging energy, then yes, absolutely.
Okay then. Come on, flower. You've got this. I did it?
Cheering on others can sometimes help you cheer on yourself. Don't forget that. If you ever doubt yourself, then speak the words out loud. Say that you can do it, because even if you don't believe it at first, if you keep cheering yourself on, eventually it will stick.
I'll try to remember that.
I'm glad. Now, go on. Put this guy back out in the shop.
Right.
Ah, hello. You have good timing.
He's making great progress already.
He really is. Given how he's been repressing his magic until now, it's quite amazing how fast he's learning. No doubt he will turn into quite the powerful mage one day. With his help, I finally finished my spell to restore the forest. It will take a while for nature to properly return, but it is a step in the right direction.
That's so great, Quinn. You two are amazing.
Thank you, dear. I couldn't have done it without your help, though. Thanks to you, I could finally use my training for something with a great purpose. I'm looking forward to celebrating with all of you tonight.
When all of this is done, Michael, where do you plan to go?
It's not like you, Anne, to ask questions you already know the answers to. I'll be back on the road, obviously. Living the good life while hiding from the hunters.
You know, once I become a professor, I'll have a say in student enrollment. We could...
Let me stop you right there, Anne. You know as well as I that I'm not really cut out for schoolwork.
But...
Aw, are you perhaps worried about me?
You absolute dimwit, Michael. Could you be serious for just one bloody second of your life? With everything that's happened, you and I both know things won't be the same. Victoria can only pull so many strings with the Knights. You are going to be on the run from them for the rest of your life, wandering aimlessly with no goal or purpose.
So that's what this is about? Thank you, Anne, for your kindness. You and I, our goals couldn't be any more different, but I promise you, I will never wander without purpose. Just as your academy is your home, the road is mine. I will be happy. I promise you.
You better. Otherwise, I'll track you down and force you to enroll in one of my classes, and I won't go easy on the homework.
Noted.
And then you wrap the ends around like this to lock the knot in place. Careful! You don't want to accidentally snap the stem.
That's easy for you to say. These things are very delicate.
Nah, it's just your hands that are too big. Hi, you here to help as well?
Mime's a tough teacher. Seems like you've got your work cut out for you, Caden.
He's doing all right for a beginner, as long as he only uses the sturdy flowers.
I'm still struggling a little with the purpose of this exercise. I understand that you make these wreaths for aesthetic reasons, but won't the flowers just wilt?
Well, sure, but until they do, they look really cute.
Something pretty until it wilts, huh? What an odd form of art.
You know, when you think about it, isn't all art kinda odd?
Well, the need to express yourself is part of being human, but the mediums are quite different. My people have a rich art culture, but nothing like this. The materials used are always permanent. Statues or glass figurines, jewelry cut from precious stones or metals. It's all designed to last forever. Something to leave behind that others might remember you by. Spending time making something like this brittle thing, knowing full well it's temporary. I quite like it.
Really? I'm glad, because we still got a few more to go for making enough for everyone.
I see.
That's my cue to get out of here. Have fun.
Won't you give us a hand? You scared me, you know. When you fell, I honestly thought we had lost you.
The way I'm counting it, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 lives left, so I should be good.
I'll have you know that I understand that reference. And I also know that it only applies to cats.
This was a lot easier back when you knew nothing.
I can imagine. You know, finding friendship never was the goal for me when I left my home. I was looking for adventure, glory, and a chance to spite my elders. Yet now, out of all those things, it is your friendship I treasure the most.
Thank you. Kate, I value your friendship as well.
I'm glad.
Hi, you two. I found a bunch more flowers for us. Here you go, Caden.
A list? I don't understand. What is this, Mime?
I wrote down all the places you should go visit in town once the demons are gone. The bakery is an obvious one. Also, the town square at twilight looks really pretty. And there's this bridge over the brook. If you climb down underneath, you can watch these tiny fish swim upstream and...
But, Mime, I thought you were going to show all these places to me.
I would love to, but you've seemed a bit uncomfortable around me lately, so I figured you'd rather go alone.
Mime, I'm sorry.
I thought I told you to stop apologizing already.
I know, and I'm going to try harder at forgiving myself. So, save your list, okay? I want you to be the one showing me around.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Welcome. How are you feeling? That was quite the impressive magic you performed yesterday. I must admit, I'm still struggling to understand exactly what happened.
I don't think my magic wants to be understood. I would much rather remain an enigma to us all.
I can empathize with that. You did a good thing for that kid yesterday. Even if I'll never agree with the decision to send him off to the academy.
It was the best outcome, given the situation.
I know. Even if I detest logic, sometimes we have to follow it. The academy will probably be the safest place for him from now on. He doesn't strike me as the type who'd survive on the road alone for very long. Even I had help in the beginning.
And here I thought you were supposed to be some all-powerful magician.
Well, I am, obviously. But I was a child once too. I don't remember much from the cleansing. I must have been 5 or younger when it happened. I remember the screaming and the flames. And then from the ashes, someone hauled me up into the sun. A new life. The Empire would never admit it. But there are many mages living under their noses across the land. Powerful mages who stay out of the way of non-magi humans. Some of these fancy themselves collectors of sorts, scouring the earth for talented individuals to recruit. That's what happened to me. I was brought into a guild of spellcasters who raised and educated me, trained me to become a force of nature. Would you believe me if I told you once upon a time I had ambitions to change the world?
You? Ambitions? No way.
It was the foolish dream of an equally foolish boy. I thought if I just became powerful enough, if I studied and trained harder than any mage before me, then I could be the one to change things. I learned soon enough how ridiculous that idea was. I left the guild. They didn't share my grand vision of reform, and arrogant as I was, I didn't think I needed them. So I left, and I learned. And the more I knew, the more I was lost. The more you know about the world, the more insignificant your own existence becomes. As you realize, the world is a rolling boulder, and we are ants in its path. Yet I came here, fueled by my own morbid sense of curiosity. One last grand attempt of the genius who wanted to change the world. I didn't expect to succeed, to survive. And then I met you. You are possibly the most perplexing individual I have ever met. You took an already absurd world and turned it on its head. But even so, I'm grateful for our time together.
I'm grateful for your friendship as well, Michael. Thank you for sticking this out with me.
Anytime, my friend. Though, I'd prefer to take a short break in between our next world-saving adventure. Maybe next time, we can deal with something less life-threatening like bandits, pirates, maybe a dragon.
Searching the continent for non-existing dragons? Sounds good to me.
Then that's a deal, my friend. That's a deal.
You once called me soft, Anne.
And I still stand by that statement.
I figured. But I've realized lately, you're quite soft yourself, are you not? You might seem cold and focused on your work, but you care for your friends fiercely. If that's what it means to be soft, then I don't think I mind.
Oh, that? It wasn't meant as an insult, you know. I much prefer that people show their true selves instead of hiding behind a fake tough persona.
But you said, you compared me to Victoria, then said I was nothing like her.
Well, Victoria is an outlier, obviously. She's just genuinely tough. There's no reason for her to fake it.
I suppose you're right about that.